Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Biology for All. In this video, I'm going to show you the kidney dissection. Before we dissect it, let's look at the external structure of the kidney. So here you can see a concavity or a depression. This is the renal notch, or it's also called as a hilum, the place from where the blood vessels, that is the renal artery, enters, the renal vein leaves or comes out, and the ureter also comes out from this structure. So this is the hilum. Now this is the other kidney where you can see these white colored structures. This is the fat body. So while dissecting, before that you need to remove all these structures. So we are now removing this white fat bodies. Now once you remove that, then you will be able to see the part with the blood vessels and ureter clearly in the hilum. So this is the external structure. Now we know that the kidney has a covering which is called as the renal capsule. So the renal capsule is a membrane that covers the kidney. So here I'm going to show you how it can be removed. So this is the thin membrane that is present on the kidney. So we can simply pull this thing out. So here you can see it can be pulled out, and as you pull it out, you can see the brown color of the kidney very clearly, and you can see that membrane also. So that membrane which I'm holding on to is the renal capsule or the covering of the kidney. This is made up of connective tissue. So the connective tissue that covers the entire kidney. So here I'm going to remove the entire structure, that is the entire membrane out, and then you'll be able to see the kidney without the membrane. So this is how it looks without the membrane. Now let us dissect and have a look at the internal structure. So I'm picking up one which is already cut in the middle. So this is the way you have to cut the kidney, and this will give you the longitudinal section, right? We are cutting it in such a way that now once we finish cutting, we'll get two halves, and that will be the longitudinal section of the kidney. So here we can now see the internal parts of the kidney. Now this structure here, this part here which is light brown in color, is the cortex or the renal cortex, that is the peripheral part. Inside is the renal medulla, and this white structure here is the renal pelvis. The medulla has got triangular shaped structures. So you can see this triangular shaped structures which are called as renal pyramids. Now each kidney has about 1 to 1.5 million nephrons. These nephrons have the malpighian corpuscle located in the cortex region, that is the peripheral part of the kidney. And from there it extends down as renal tubules into the pyramids. These then open into the pelvis, and the pelvis then opens into the ureter. Here you can see one triangular structure very clearly that has the papillae. The tip of that is called as a papillae, which opens into the pelvis region. So this pelvis, now if we cut this thing completely, we'll be able to see the part that is coming out of the kidney from the pelvis. That is the ureter. So this is the internal structure of the kidney. Let's now have a look at the location of the kidney. So here I'm going to show you a part of the rat dissection that I did. This rat was brought by one of my students, and we dissected it to observe the organs. So here I have separated out, or I have moved the intestine, and you can see these structures here, the dark brown colored structures, those are the kidneys, right? So the two kidneys can be clearly seen here. So here these are the two kidneys, and if you look closely on top of the kidney, there is the adrenal gland that can be seen. So that is the adrenal gland, and the same can be observed on the other kidney as well. You can also see that the position of the kidney is not exactly same. One is slightly placed above than the other one. So in the next one, in the other one also you can see the adrenal gland. So that is the adrenal gland of this kidney. And if we now look at the ureters, they are very thin, almost transparent structures, tube-like things. So it's very difficult to see it here, but this is the part, if you can make out the line kind of a thing that we see here, this is the ureter. So this part here is the ureter, and the ureter from both the sides. Now if you just try to pull it down, we'll be able to see the bladder. So the one here, this is the urinary bladder. So this is the location of the excretory organs.